Look at all of these goodies. Big thanks to iHerb for collaborating with me on today's video. You guys, I went in on the grocery section on the website. I love shopping on iHerb.com because it gets delivered to my door. I can get all of my favorite superfoods and pantry items. Let's see what we've got. So I wanted to order some superfoods in addition to the maca that I picked up, which you guys will be seeing. I also wanted to get some goji berries. So I got these organic ones. I've never tried this brand before, but I saw that they carried it on the iHerb website, and I love goji berries. Oh my goodness. These are amazing in acai bowls. You can even snack on them with your favorite nuts and seeds and like dried fruit. It's basically just a dried berry, and they taste amazing, and the texture is very interesting to describe, but I highly recommend you guys check out a goji berry and try it if you've never had it before. They are full of antioxidants, which is really great for your skin, so don't be sleeping on the goji berries. I also picked up a fall essential. These are the Now Real Food Organic Raw Pumpkin Seeds. I really wanted to pick up pumpkin seeds, not only for fall, but for baking. I feel like I don't bake enough on my YouTube channel, so you guys are gonna get a special little treat within today's video. I'm gonna make a fall treat for you guys, and I'm super excited for it. And pumpkin seeds were one of the things that I wanted for my recipe, and it would not be fall if I did not pick up organic pumpkin pie mix. Now this I feel like is just fall in a can, so I wanted to get a couple of these to have on deck for baking. Of course, you could even add a little bit of this puree in like your coffee and have a pumpkin spice latte if you wanted. Also, I got a big bottle of the Primal Kitchen avocado oil. I've heard great things about avocado oil, not only for your hair though. Let's not get it twisted. I think that doing like an avocado and coconut oil hair mask is amazing, but I wanted to try to cook with avocado oil because I've never done that before. For everyday use, I got the Simply Organic Peppercorn Medley. This is just like peppercorns for my grinder. Another thing that I got for cooking is this. They have a great selection of their products on the iHerb website. This is again organic Worcestershire sauce. I think that's how you're saying it. Now I tried to focus on getting a lot of organic goods for this haul, and that's what I like about iHerb is they carry a lot of organic stuff. And I was talking to my dad about a recipe, and he told me to pick up Worcestershire sauce for it because it's like a crock pot thing, which I want to share with you guys. But traditional Worcestershire, I really hope I'm saying that right, has anchovies, and I'm not the biggest fan of anchovies or processed meats like in a bottle or in a can, so I decided to check out this brand, and it is actually vegan, so that was really cool to check out. Now I am going to be using this with a meat recipe, but I just didn't want the anchovies in it. Ew, like I just don't like the thought of anchovies. So I'm glad that I came upon this product for the recipe. Next, I have some teas in here. Now I am obsessed with tea time, you guys, and I haven't had my Paris tea in so long by Hernie & Sons, and iHerb is honestly the best place that I have noticed that has the best variety of this brand. They have every single flavor that I think you could honestly imagine, and the Paris tea just takes me back to last fall because that's when I tried it for the first time before from iHerb, and I fell in love with it, so much so that I got 2 tins of it because I just didn't want to run out. So I'm gonna be sipping on this all fall long. If you guys are tea obsessed like myself, definitely give this tea a go. I'll be sure to leave everything linked in the description box. And I'm pretty sure everything else in this box that is left are baking goods because I want to do some baking for this fall season. So I just thought this would be really good to have on hand because I'm obsessed with cornbread. I grew up eating cornbread. Like, I'm from the South, guys, like don't get it twisted. So I found this gluten-free option. I've never tried the Bob's brand, but I seem to have gotten a lot of Bob's stuff, so I'm thinking that I will like it, and it's just a cornbread mix. Next up is this old-fashioned dark brown sugar, and it's Simply Sweet, again from Bob's, and I'll be using this for my baking today. Pure baking soda, again from our good old friend Bob. And we also had to pick up that double action baking powder, no added aluminum. What the heck? Does traditional baking powder have aluminum? I'm gonna have to do some Googling after this, but this is gluten-free. Thanks so much, Bob, for coming through. And the last thing we have is our flour. So I decided to go with oat flour for my baking. I typically make my own oat flour at home, by just blending up traditional gluten-free oats, but I thought this would be much easier for my baking recipe, and Bob just had to come through with it. So I got the whole grain oat flour, and that's it, you guys. That's everything that I ordered from iHerb.com. So this is the banana date smoothie that I'm gonna have. I'm actually getting a little hungry right now, and this sounds amazing. Honestly, it tastes like a vanilla milkshake. So I have about 1 banana that's frozen. I'm gonna add 2 medjool dates and pit them. I'm also gonna add a spoonful of my maca, and I really like to add maca to smoothies. I've never tried it in this, like my little milkshake that I like to do, so I'm figuring that it will taste just as fine as it normally does. I'm also gonna add my almond milk, as well as a little bit of water, and I'm gonna top it off with a little bit of cinnamon, because cinnamon is great at regulating your blood sugar. And to balance out all the sweet, I just do a little bit of my pink Himalayan salt. I'll have to see how much energy this gives me today. I'm just gonna do about a teaspoon, just a serving. I'm trying to get this in my diet every day, you guys, but it's been hard to find something that I want to incorporate it in. I'm gonna also add my cinnamon. I like a lot of cinnamon in this. It's perfect for like fall time. A little bit of salt to balance out the sweet, not too much. I don't know about you guys, but when I think of fall, I think about slow cooker, crock pot recipes that you can just prep in the morning and have a delicious meal later on in the evening. So with all that being said, my dad shared a recipe with me for a little crock pot roast. So that's what I'm going to be making today. And I'm gonna turn this on just so it's a little bit warm. I'm gonna keep this on low all day long. Here I've already prepped some vegetables. I have tons of garlic, potatoes, which I've quartered. I have some bell pepper, onion, and carrots. So I'm gonna add this in a little bit because I have to go ahead and sear my roast first in a saute pan. I'm gonna start off by adding a little bit of my avocado oil from my iHerb order, and I'm going to get this nice and hot so we can sear and season and just lock in all of that flavor of our meat. So I'm just going to let this cook on each side until it browns, not too long. I've also added some salt and pepper and a few of those garlic cloves. So in the base of my slow cooker, by the way, this is the brand that I have. It's not the actual crock pot brand, but I've been using this for years now and it works great. So I just have a layer of mixed potatoes, like red, yellow, and blue, or purple. I'm also going to add in a cup of filtered water. And if you want to use broth, you know, you can totally do that instead, but I didn't want to add any extra sodium to this. I'm also going to add the rest of my veg. Now, honestly, this is all I had in my fridge, so just use what you like. My dad told me to use Worcestershire sauce, so I found the Amy's brand, as you guys know from the haul earlier. This is really gonna give our stew a great bit of flavor, and I love the smell of Worcestershire. And the best part is the red wine, so I'm gonna add about a cup of red wine to this. You can use your favorite. This is really gonna amp up that flavor and bring out the beef as well. And there you go. All you have to do is keep this on low for 6 to 8 hours. Kind of forget about it. I'm gonna do some chores around the house and bake a delicious treat for you guys in the meantime, since I'm doing some meal prep. But since it's just me living in this house, like, I'm gonna have so many leftovers, and this is gonna be amazing paired with rice. So stay tuned for that later on this evening when it's done. So just gonna push that back there and forget about it. On to the next. You guys, I am so excited for this pumpkin bread recipe, totally inspired by Starbucks. I figured since I love it so much, I might as well try to make it at home myself. So these are the ingredients that we are going to be using today. I think I made a mistake and got pumpkin pie mix instead of pumpkin puree, but that's okay. I was reading the ingredients and basically it just has an additional amount of like nutmeg, nutmeg and cinnamon, just spices in the can along with the pumpkin. So I'll try this out today and see if it works. If not, I'll let you guys know at the end. I'm also going to be using organic cinnamon pumpkin seeds for the topping. I'm going to be using oat flour, baking powder, baking soda, as well as brown sugar. I'll be sure to leave the recipe down below, but I'm going to measure out all of the ingredients and I will see you guys in a second. So it's been about 6 hours. I did go ahead and turn this on high and let it cook instead of on low. And I just turned it on low because I'm about to work out and it looks like it's pretty much good to go, you guys. The meat is tender, it's falling apart, the veggies are soft, and there's a nice little bit of broth, which will be perfect with rice. So I'm gonna let this stay on low until I finish my workout, and then I will plate it up for you guys and we'll have lots of leftovers for the rest of this week. This is an awesome meal prep because you just throw everything into your crock pot, forget about it, and then it's good to go in the evening. So here you go. This is my easy crock pot roast. I did go ahead and pair it with some brown rice, and I topped it off with cilantro. I feel like fresh herbs definitely make the biggest difference in flavor. And because I have so much of the crock pot roast recipe, I ended up freezing half of it for a cozy fall day. Whenever I feel a little bit lazy, I can just pull it out and heat it up for another meal. So this is just like a super easy meal prep that you can do for your family. I hope that you dolls enjoyed today's meal prep and grocery haul with me video for a fall cozy day. I hope that you guys take a second to subscribe and let me know down below what recipes you would like to see me make next, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!